How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video. And today we are reviewing one of my favourite clips that I have managed to do in rank. So obviously, if you guys can see here, this is my Exodia deck. You guys may have already seen it in one of my previous videos. I'm going to leave that in the description down below if you haven't already. And it's a fairly simple deck. All we need is to get out Exodia Incarnate. I have only got one in this deck for some reason. I think I have opened it up previously, so we're just going to jump straight into it. If you guys are new here, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification icon to let you know when I next upload a video. All my social media links can be found in the description down below, and let's get into it. Okay, so this is, what rank am I at this? I think I'm bronze 3, I want to say. Not bronze 3, gold 3. There we go, I'll shut up there. Okay, so we're starting off with 2 of the Exodia pieces. We have right leg and right arm of the forbidden one. We have, obviously, the Shield of Millennium Destiny and Heart of the Blue Eyes as well. We do have Wedgie Temple as well, just in case. So, if I remember correctly, we're going to put out Heart of the Blue Eyes. We're going to get our Millennium Ankh. And then we are then going to summon. Yep, there we go. Goes that into the graveyard. There's our Millennium Ankh. And we're then going to get out our Exodia Incarnate. So there is our 3, 4, and 5th piece of Exodia. There he is. My boy. I think I just chuck Wedgie Temple and obviously the Millennium Shield just in case into the back there. But like I said, we are now going to set Exod. Now Exod for this specific video is very, very helpful. So if you guys don't know, the effects of Exod is if you control a level 10 or higher Exodia monster, which is obviously our Incarnate right there. It destroys all cards your opponent controls, but that is not necessarily the thing that we want. So we know that we have 3 Exods in our deck. We have the effect of Exod Incarnate, which then after every turn, you can then either set an Exod Fires of Rage, or you can set Obliterate as well. So that is what we're then going to do. And then, pardon me. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it wasn't sent there, you can banish it. Then activate one of these effects. You're going to add 1 Forbidden 1 monster from your deck to your from your graveyard to your hand, from your deck or graveyard. Sorry. Can you see where we're going with this? We have 3 Exods. We have 3 pieces of Exodia left. Yeah, that's exactly what I managed to do in this, and I was a little bit skeptical. So obviously, right here, I think we're playing Scarecrow, if I remember correctly, in this one. So yeah, obviously just going to negate the spell card there, just because it's. I thought he didn't have much else in his hand, and that's why he's potentially using right of the Aramesir. If you control no adventure, you can special summon 1 adventure token. So I was a little bit skeptical, but we're going to carry on regardless. So he brings out Scarecrow. We use Exod. What did he actually bring out? Yeah, Scareclaw, sorry, Astra. You can special summon this card from your hands to your monster zone adjacent to a Scareclaw monster, blah, blah, blah. So we get rid of that. He sets 2 back row, and his turn is now ended, so we're now going to set another Exod Fires of Rage. So we know that we have already one in the graveyard here. We're going to activate another Exod. He's going to call by the grave, but for some reason he does it on my Heart of Blue Eyes. Bit random, but lucky enough, we obviously managed to get off the Exod Fires of Rage from the graveyard there, which we can then bring another piece of Exodia into my hand. Just there. We then, of course, bring our Forbidden one. He calls by the grave on Heart of Blue Eyes, and we then activate our 4th Exod of Fires. Second Exod Fires of Rage. We take the 1000 damage for obviously having Incarnate on our field. I set an Imperm right there as well. There we go. So I literally just skipped my turn at this point because all I needed to do was set another Exod and I was pretty much golden. So there is that. Okay, so what did he set here? Okay, so he set a Fiendsmith Sanct. Trying to bring out his Fiendsmith. I'm just like, nope. I'm just going to activate. I think I activated this one a little bit too early. My Exod. As you guys will see very, very shortly. Because it only took me till turn 5 to finish this. But obviously I think he brings out Fiendsmith here. Oh no, he brings out a token. There's our Exod coming out of the graveyard. That is piece number 4 of Exodia. What does it do here? Oh, that's right, yeah, it brings out Requiem. Chucks that to the graveyard. Yeah, there we go. There's the Engraver, which I was expecting anyway. I'm going to imperm the Engraver. Lovely jubbly. Then there's the Water Enchantments there. Then brings out another Right. Yep, brings that out. So this is where I start to get a little bit, like, sort of, you know, worried. I'm just like, oh, like, am I going to survive this? Because I literally only have, like, one more piece of Exodia still left to get. There's another Scareclaw Lightheart. It does only have 500 attack. And, like, as you guys see very, very shortly, I'm wondering why he didn't attack on this turn. So there's the Primitive Planet. Let's bring out another Scareclaw. There we go. There's Visor Starfrost. And obviously that can now come back out. Goes back into the graveyard to then bring out another one for some reason. See, now this is where I start to get scared. Like, he brings out Triheart here. 3,000 attack. Okay? His effect is all face-up monsters on the field are changed to defense position. So at this point, he has me pretty much in a chokehold. Like, I have no defense on my Exodia. Like, none at all. Even if I were to use his effects, it would only go onto attack. So I'm very, very lucky on here. And it's unaffected by the activated effects of defense position monsters. So again, he would have had me golden there. So I was a little bit concerned as to why he didn't. So there we go. He's going to bring out another one. And obviously, once per turn, if this card's in the extra monster zone... One second, let me just pause this quickly. Where are we? Was it this one? Yeah, once per turn, if this card is in your extra zone, you can target one level 3 Scareclaw monster on your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, add one Scareclaw monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn and Scareclaw monsters. So he was building an army right here. See, and this what... Obviously, I knew that he had to activate it on my Wedgie Temple for this. If three or more defense position monsters are on the field, you can target one card your opponent destroys. Your controls and then you can destroy it. Which is good on my behalf. I didn't care about Wedgie Temple. He then brings out another Triheart for some unbeknownst reason. And again, he builds his army back up. There we go. Like, he now has, like... See, look. Just there. He skips his entire battle phase. I don't understand why he did this. Like, it doesn't say anything in his Scareclaw Triheart here that he couldn't attack. But, yeah, we're going to... So here, I know that I already have Exod in my graveyard. So we're going to set an Obliterate Blaze just for the lols at this point, just for the effect. I was kind of hoping to drag out like any sort of effects that he may have. We do have another Imperm, but it doesn't matter because your boy now has all 5 pieces of Exodia in his hand. And it's pretty much game over. I managed to get the Exodia end scene just there. I haven't managed to do it since the April Fool's one. They did a April Fool's trial deck, I do believe, which was hella fun. I'm not gonna lie, I thoroughly enjoyed that deck. So yeah, obviously there is the well, let me go back. Hold on. Let me just bring the deck back up for you. Go to the details. So yeah, obviously here is my deck. Obviously all 5 pieces of Exodia, 2 Maxis, 3 Ash Blossoms. We then also have Maiden of the Millennium. So if this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by battle. You can use each of the following effects of Maiden once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can place it in the spell and trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. If your opponent activates a card or effect while this card is a continuous spell, you can special summon this card, and if you do for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot target level 5 or higher illusions, which is obviously our boy right here. It's illusions or spellcasters, I do believe. So that's kind of like our defense strategy. We do obviously have one Mulch Army as well, just for the draws, if we're going second. 2 of the Millennium shields. We then also have 2 of the guard that... Wait, what's his name? Golem. There we go. Golem that guards the Millennium. Again, so obviously help bring out our Wedgie Temple, and then if we need to, we can then use that to draw out to get our Millennium Ankh. 2 Margin, or Senjin, sorry. Then obviously have our Heart of Blues, our Triple Tactics Talent. Again, if we're going first or second, I don't think it really matters. It's just there for additional draw power. 3 of the Millennium Ankh. This is the core of the Exodia deck. We then obviously have 2 Wedgie Temples. I added Eye of the Illusion into this as well, just again for that very reason. So say, you know, that Triclaw there attacks my defense position, Exodia, but I had Eye of Illusion in hand. Your illusion and spellcaster monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn, so I would have then had a turn to then bounce back. Obviously, we have 3 Obliterate Blazes, 3 Imperms, and 3 Exotifiers of Rage for that very reason. And then we then have 2 Angel Statues as well. Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster while this card is in your monster zone, which obviously you can do just there, you can send this to the graveyard. I'll send it to the graveyard, sorry. 1 continuous trap in your monster zone that was special summoned from the spell of the trap zone. Negate the summon if you do destroy the monster. So it's basically just, again, getting rid of the opponent's monsters just there. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a slightly different video, but obviously I was very, very happy that I managed to get Exodia in my hand. It was a very, very lucky duel. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold my hands up and be like, oh yeah, I tanked this. I didn't. I was very, very lucky that the guy didn't actually battle my Exodia, but there it is. It is what it is, and I'm happy. I'm bringing content to you guys. So I'd love to be able to just do like the one-hand draw. You get all 5 pieces of Exodia, boom, you're done. But chances of that are very, very slim. So I'm going to be bringing some more Master Duel content to your way very, very soon. I've got a couple of things in the works. I don't want to mention things too early, but maybe. Obviously, guys, if you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, bell notification icon to let you know when the next uploaded video. All my social media links can be found in the description down below. And until next time, stay awesome, stay humble. Peace.